Thank you very much, Brother Nicolás Maduro, President of the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela. I would like to always thank you for the warm welcome in this heroic land, the cradle of the champion of American freedom, Liberator Simon Bolivar and Commander Chavez. Also, greetings to Brother President of the Republic of Cuba, Brother Miguel Díaz-Canel Bermúdez. A special greeting to the island of dignity and courage, which is a moral stronghold of resistance, which does not allow itself to bow to any adversity, and of course the land of Commander Fidel Castro. I would also like to greet Brother Daniel Ortega, President of the Republic of Nicaragua, land of the General of Free Men, Augusto Cesar Sandino. A special greeting to my colleagues from the Caribbean, with whom we promote this dawn of justice and solidarity for all of our peoples. Prime Minister of the Commonwealth of Dominica, Roosevelt Skerrit, Brother Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Ralph Gonsalves, Brother Prime Minister of Antigua and Barbuda, Gaston Brown, Brother Prime Minister of Grenada, Deacon Mitchell, Brother Prime Minister of St. Kitts and Nevis, Terence Drew. All the representatives from St. Lucia, Haiti, Honduras, and Palestine, Brother Mr. Malki, distinguished heads of a state of government, observers and associate member Congress, honorable delegates, social leaders, and representatives of the peoples of ALBA-TCP. Sisters, brothers and sisters, today our Bolivarian Alliance celebrates 2 decades of struggle, dreams, achievements, and hope. With on this occasion, we are gathered here in Caracas to celebrate together the 20 years of a pact that was born from the embrace between two giants, Commander Fidel Castro Ruz and Hugo Rafael Chávez Frías, an embrace that marked the course of our history and began to wave the future of the threats with the threats of dignity, solidarity, and justice, and social justice, but at the same time witnessed the celebration of our peoples because of the decay and the failure of the FNAA. 20 years ago, while the world seemed to succumb to the dictates of capital and the threats of unilateralism, ALBA was born as a beacon. We continued facing the threats of unilateralism, and we continued facing the threats of unipolarity. That's when ALBA was born as a beacon amidst the darkness. It was not only about trade, but humanity. It was not only about figures, but about faces. From its genesis, ABBA placed human beings at the center, defending the right to dream, to the irrenounceable idea that a better world is possible. Today, the plurinational state of Bolivia, a country that carries the memory of Tupac Katari and Bartolina Sisa, Simon Bolivar, Antonio José de Sucre, Juana Zuldoy de Padilla, and other heroes and heroines of the first independence, reaffirms its conviction and commitment to this alliance, which is ALBA-TCP, because it is more than a political project. It is a symbol of living resistance when faced to injustices and domination. It raises its voice against the unjust and criminal blockade against Cuba, an affront that seeks to break the dignity of a people that has been an example of resistance for the whole world. In Bolivia last November, we've had 4 years of a sieged government that has been attacked from different fronts of the right and the new internal right, and both internal and external attacks. This concept of hybrid warfare becomes more alive every day in Bolivia because in 2 decades we had not seen such a political, economic, and legislative warfare that's so intense as the one we are experiencing today. But we are here alive, firm, and decided to resist in all trenches every day. ALBA-TCP is also a firm voice and permanent voice against coercive, unilateral coercive measure imposed arbitrarily against Venezuela and Nicaragua, which is an action that represents not only a violation of international law, but a direct attack on the sovereignty and welfare of our peoples. This unwavering commitment with life, ALBA-TCP condemns without hesitation the genocidal actions in Palestine, where every day a humanitarian tragedy is perpetrated before the complicit eyes of those who claim to defend human rights. Our alliance calls for the respect for democracy, which cannot flourish under the boots of imposition or the dictates of hegemonic interest. We strongly demand non-interference in the internal affairs of our nations, because each people has the sovereign right to build its own destiny, without external pressures or imposed agendas. Similarly, we advocate for the rights of the Palestinian people with dignity that was forged in struggle for their self-determination and the right to exist. They are not a far partner, but a people that's demanding justice. But that cry cannot be ignored or relegated to the indifference of those that watch from the distance. The international community has a pending debt, and that is to stop the genocide that stalks a people who, day after day, see their existence erased. ALBA-TCP is much more than an organization. It is the flag of the free peoples that defend the complementarity, justice, and freedom principles. We reiterate our commitment with the values for and the struggle for a multipolar world. So, the dignity of our peoples are respected without threats. In this 20th anniversary, we reaffirm only possible response to global injustices. It is the promise that we will continue to fight from our mountains and our plains for a future where freedom, sovereignty, and peace are a reality for all of the peoples of our America and the world. We cannot allow the world to continue tolerating blockades that suffocate nations, sanctions that punish the most vulnerable and take away the right to life. We cannot accept that those who speak of democracy outrage it with agendas of domination and plunder. We have the urgency, the need, and the duty to make the world a zone of peace. Brothers and sisters, on this anniversary, we celebrate the past and look to the future. Faced with the challenges of a world threatened by fascism and neo-fascism, ALBA is not an option. It is a necessity which must continue with a firm pace, reaffirming the founding principles of solidarity, complementarity, justice, and cooperation that have guided it since its creation. In this scenario where the clouds of the US hegemony rise like a specter threatening our homelands, from ALBA-TCP we celebrate the arrival of a multipolar dawn in which the BRICS emerge as a symbol of hope and equity. Today, more than ever, we must understand the phrase that if we don't fight and work together, we will be condemned to be erased separately. There's no doubt of that fact. Bolivia, with its indigenous roots and its vocation for integration, is committed to continue building bridges. We will continue fostering the participation of the Alliance with projects that involve and benefit our native indigenous peoples, peasants and Afro-descendants. We will promote all necessary actions to eliminate hunger and poverty that hurt the souls of our peoples. Let's raise the flags of Bolivar, Martí, San Martín, Garvey and Sucre. Let's remember that the struggle for freedom knows no borders or time. We dream of a horizon where our foreign policies shed the old chains and embrace depatriarchalization and decolonization as compasses to change our societies. A new multipolar world, just, prosperous, sustainable, where men and women build together and enjoy equity. 200 years ago, the Amphitronic Congress of Panama, Bolivar dreamed of a united, independent and sovereign America. Today, on this 20th anniversary, we renew that oath. Let's be the voice of those who cannot speak and the refugee of those who seek justice. May this embrace that marked our history continue to spread, because ALBA is not only an alliance, it is a promise for the future, a living resistance, a tool for the most vulnerable, and a reminder that together as peoples we are invincible. I would like to take advantage of this opportunity to invite everyone here from all of the countries that next August the 6th in our capital city Sucre, we are going to celebrate the bicentenary of Bolivia. Similarly, tomorrow in our country, we will have judicial elections. So we must go there to comply with the presidential mandate. And that's why we would like to ask for permission to everyone here, because we will have to leave early to comply with our duties. However, the Bolivian heart is with ALBA. Long live our free countries. Long live ALBA. Thank you very much.